What's good, man?
I thought you were going to do the interview there.
Hey, Jimmy, how you doing?
What's up?
Hey, Jimmy, you guys, you played 7 players the other day, but you closed out Indiana on 19-3 run. You closed out Valpo on like a 23-9 run, I think. What's the key to not playing a lot of guys, but pulling away at the end when a lot of people think you guys might be wearing down? Instead, you're putting it on.
I think there's pros and cons. Obviously, if you play a small number of guys, you can get fatigued if you're not in shape. I think we're in great shape to play a small number of guys and everybody go out there and still play at a high level. But then also when you play a small number, you get used to playing with the guys year round. So there's a lot of familiarity with the players that are out there. So that helps when it comes to the end of the game. So really just comes down to execution offensively and defensively, and we've been able to do that in big games, come through with either big stops or big offensive possessions.
And Eric was saying he thinks guys know if they make a mistake, they're likely going to stay in the game, kind of play through some things. How important is that to just kind of go out there and you can play free? And if you make a bad play once in a while, it's not a major deal.
It's just confidence when you know the coach has confidence in you that he just wants you to go out there and play basketball. It's hard if you go out there and you're scared to make a mistake because then you just really can't play free. You can't play your game. But when you know you can make a couple mistakes here and there and still be able to play through it, it's a big confidence builder. And that's why going out there, you see the guys everybody's out there. They just play free. They just play like themselves.
I've been surprised how well you all handle the defensive boards as far as rebounding.
I think defense in general is just effort, how bad you want to do it, especially rebounding. You can box out. There's a lot of things on offense you can't control. Sometimes you can't control if you miss shots, if shots go in or out. But defense, you can control that. You can control if you box your man out. You can control how hard you go to the defensive glass. So I'm not surprised with this group of guys.
Plus, someone even said that you sometimes even welcome other teams crashing the boards because you're able to get your outlets quicker and everything like that.
Oh yeah, when you know you're going to do your job regardless of how many guys come to the glass, you do sort of welcome for them to send 3, 4 guys to the glass because you know you're going to come up with that defensive rebound. Then it's easier to get out in transition because there's less numbers going the other way.
You guys were picked 11th in the SEC in a preseason poll. I know you haven't played the game yet, but I think if the poll is done again, you probably pick the top 4. So, how does that being picked low like that? How's that motivated you guys? And just what do you think about how you guys exceed expectations up to this point, at least?
I think I had said at the beginning the expectation was to exceed expectations. So I think up to now we've done that, and that's been our motivation. We know what we were picked coming into the year. We just come out. We don't really worry about that now. We just come out there every night, play against our opponent, whoever's out there, play as hard as we can, and then let the chips fall where they fall after that.
Jimmy, have you ever played with a guy who's as comfortable as Isaiah, maybe pulling up 4 or 5 feet beyond the three-point line?
One other player, Jamal McMurray. Last year I played with him. They're about, when it comes to confidence from shooting from behind that arc, they're just about the same. So I'm a little used to it. So, but you need a guy like when you have a guy like that on the team, it opens up a lot for you. And then when he can hit big shots like he's done all year, it's a great thing to see and be a part of.
What do you think's been the key to exceeding the expectations? I think most people thought Arkansas's got some good players, but they're a little short on depth, they're a little short on height, but that hadn't really seemed to matter much to you guys.
I think when it comes to basketball or sports in general, effort makes up for a lot of things. Effort will make up for defensive mistakes, offensive mistakes. It'll make up for lack of height. Just wanting it more, pure effort, going out there and playing hard with the guy next to you, having 5 guys that are just going to give it their all. That's going to make up for a lot. Whether it's, like I said, whether it's offensively, defensively, whether you're slow, quick, whatever it is.
What's it been like to see the constant buy-in you guys have had with what coaches tried to preach to you guys and seeing those 11 wins now heading into the
I
conference?
think there's a lot of buy-in at the beginning of the year. Everyone came in on the same page. It was a new coach. Nobody had played a game for him at the beginning of the year, so there has to be a buy-in within the program, within every single guy that goes and steps on that court. I think we've had a huge level of buy-in, and that's translated to the win column for us this year.
One thing Eric said after the game the other day, you guys obviously have done a lot of drill work because you hadn't played a lot of games lately, and also I think you're probably trying to save your legs by not going scrimmaging as much. But he said he was really grateful, I guess, or happy about you guys really took the drill seriously when you could have gotten maybe bored or a little disillusioned. What's been the key to that, do you think? What have you thought about how you guys have handled that?
I think after you play a couple games and you see how the drills translate to the game, you get that little bit more motivation. I think naturally, obviously, if you do the same thing over and over, guys can naturally get the tendencies to get a little lackadaisical with it. But I think we all see how it translates. We all see the importance of it. We see the importance of details, small details, how it translates to the game. So that's why we go in there each and every day. No matter how many drills we do, we're all going to be locked in, giving it 100% because we know it's going to translate.
What have you seen from the scout A&M?
They're a good team. They're a really good defensive team. They got a real post presence, and they got a really good offensive player in Savion Flag. So we just have to be able to come out and be able to execute defensively, get on offense, and try to get good shots for us.
How excited are you guys to start conference play? And some of the coaches were saying they did a teleconference, they think it's wide open. And do you feel like, hey, Arkansas can win the SEC just like anybody else could?
I think college basketball from top to bottom this year is pretty open. I think anybody on any given night can beat anyone, especially this year. So we're excited for the opportunity to go out and prove ourselves each and every day in conference play. And there's a little bit more motivation because you can play for something in conference play. Obviously, non-conference, you just are sort of playing to have that good record going into conference, have that motivation. But now you're playing for a championship, conference championship. So I think there's that little extra motivation from across the board with each and every team. So we know we're going to have to play that much harder.
What's it like knowing you're going to be playing in front of your first of 5 Saturday sellouts here at Leadwell?
It's exciting. Having that fan support all year and then starting conference play, knowing that they're going to come out and be supportive, it gives us that extra little fire underneath us, knowing we're going to have a good crowd to go out there and play in front of.
Yeah, Isaiah and Mason, they're 6'5" guys, kind of similar, obviously offensive-minded. What have you thought about those two guys as a pair, and maybe how challenging it is for opponents to have to worry about not just one guy like that, but two of them?
When you got two guys that can score on all 3 levels at a really high elite level, it's hard, real hard for defenses to match up against them, especially since we play like 4 guards most of the time. So we already cause a matchup problem there. Then you got 2 elite scorers, so you got to figure out how you're going to guard them in off-ball situations, on-ball situations. And up to this point, they've done an amazing job making big plays, making shots, and being the elite level scorers that we know they can be.
Final question for Jimmy? Anything? All right, appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Yep, no problem.